Welcome to your darling program. Welcome to ABN TV Newspaper Review. Here with me, I have the Punch newspaper and I have the Daily Post newspaper. Outrage over police crackdown on Lagos anti-demolition protesters. Human rights groups, activists, and social media users have condemned the Lagos government over the arrest and the use of force on residents who protested the demolitions of their homes across part of the state on Wednesday. The condemnation followed the police deployment of tear gas to disperse hundreds of demonstrators who converged in Ikeja to protest what they describe as the displacement without adequate compensation or relocations. Carry placard bearing inscriptions such as "A megacity cannot be built on the bones and blood of the poor. Uber poor is not a crime. Stop killing us. Justice for Owode Oniri traders and Lagos is not for the rich alone." They also chanted solidarity songs. The protest began in the morning and gathered movements at the Ikeja underbridge, where demonstrators convened before marching toward the Lagos State House of Assembly in Alausa. Outrage over police crackdown on Lagos anti-demolitions protesters. The full sense of these stories is inside the Punch for today. Another story here within the Punch for today. 2027 APC moves to manage defections, gains internal crisis. The ruling All Progressive Congress on Wednesday began to move the defection successful. It has recorded and resolved internal crisis in some of the state's chapters. The Punch has learned that the National Working Committee of the party and governor-electeds on its platform had a closed-door meeting in Abuja. Amid growing political consultation ahead of the party national convention stated for March. The APC governor, led by their chairman, the Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, and members of NWC, led by the party's national chairman, Nantawi, ahead at the closed-door season at the Imo State Governor. Those in attendance included the Plateau State governors, and analysts noted the management of defacing governors and their supporters poses a delicate challenges for the ruling party. Their supporters rose especially in states where certain governor, former governor, and entrenched party factions are already locked in successful battles. 2027 APC moves to manage defections, gains internal crisis. The full sense of these stories inside the Punch for today. Another story here with me in the Punch for today. OSUN local government crisis. Tinubu should call Oyetola to order, says Governor Adeleke. OSUN State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has restated his accusation against the Minister of Blue Economy, Mr. Gboyega Oyetola, about the minister alleged misstanding the local government's crisis, resetting that the self-awarded tenure of the chairman of the All Progressive Congress lapsed in 2025 and cannot be elongated under the law and Supreme Court. Reacting to the minister's statement issued by his special advisor, Governor Adeleke, faulted the entire submission of Oyetola on the crisis and alleged that the former governor remains the chief architect of the paralyzing and the untold hardship being inflicted in Osun people. The governor said the Federal High Court, rather than Governor Adeleke, sacked the APC chairman in 2022, and the judgment was later validated by the Court of Appeal. Judgment was later validated, also acknowledged that newly validly elected chairman and councillors of the People Democratic Party (PDP) were already formed into office. Adeleke further reminded the ministers that the APC chairman was sacked by the court because their election was conducted under him in violations of the Electoral Act, which stipulates a one-year notice before conducting local elections. The governor said he could not keep quiet when local workers are not being paid, when local health sectors and local retirees are denied their allowance and salaries. Osun local government crisis. Tinubu should call Oyetola to order, says Governor Adeleke. The full sense of these stories inside the Punch for today. And before we come back to the second edition of this program, we would like to listen to what we have for in our studio. We'll be right back for the second edition of this program, the Daily Post newspaper.
Discover The uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
9894 OSUN Street, Suite 875, Houston, Texas 77036.
Contact phone 281-652-8396 and
832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.
Welcome back, and I hope you listen to what we are going to studio. And now to the second edition of this program, the Daily Post newspaper. And before we go to the second edition of this program, if you'd like to watch your live and direct on our social media page, you can follow us, like, share, comment, and subscribe. On our Facebook, you can click on ABNTV OSUN. Likewise, on our YouTube, you can like, share, comment, and subscribe on ABNTV Nigeria. And on our Twitter, you can also follow us on ABNTV OSUN. And lastly, on our Instagram, you can follow us, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and click on ABNTV Nigeria as well. And now to the second edition of this program, the Daily Post newspaper. FCC workers dear weekend Sean calls order to suspend strike. The Federal Capital Territory striking unions have continued their industrial actions despite a court order compelling them to resume work. Daily Post report that the Federal Capital Territory Administration's FCCA workers under the Joint Union Actions Committees on January 19 began an indefinite strike over unresolved welfare concerns. Joint Union Actions Committee embarked on the industrial action to appeal for urgent actions to resolve the welfare issues affecting their morale and productivity. Daily Post report that the Nigeria Union of Teachers and the Nigeria Union of Local Government Employees joined the strike on Monday in solidarity with their counterparts at the Federal Capital Territory Administration and the FCDA. Among other things, the workers are demanding for the payment of 5 months wage award, outstanding 2025 and 2024 promotions arrears, full payments of 13 months exile allowance and 22 months rural allowance for ex-workers. Other demands include remittance of pensions and National Housing Fund deductions, stoppage of intimidations of workers, improved staff welfare and working conditions. FCC workers dear Wiki and Sean calls order to suspend strike. The full set of these stories inside the Daily Post newspaper for today. Another story here with me in the Daily Post newspaper for today, which is the last story here with me. Lawmakers force firm over alleged unauthorized logging in Cross River Forest. Lawmakers in Cross River State House of Assembly have forced alleged unauthorized entry into the Enkuri Community Forest in Napa local government area amid claims of forest destructions and intimidations of residents. In the last few months, there has been tensions between the investors and the community, leading to arrest and deterrence the assembly summoned the complaint International Limited and Equity Community stakeholders following petitions and reports of internations with the community accusing of deploying heavy machinery under military protections of law their forests without consent. Speaking during the hearing, condemned the company's alleged use of bulldozers in a community forest and described the reported payments of 1 million naira for a year's operation as exploitative. He urged Eczema to stop using vicinity agencies to intimidate Ekuri residents. Similarly, Sneos Exim said the assembly will fully support the community, inciting it at a right to demand Eczema's exit of agreements were blocked. Lawmakers force firm over alleged unauthorized logging in Cross River State forests. The full set of these stories inside the Daily Post newspaper for today. And that what we have on our newspaper review. If you'd like to follow us live direct on our social media page, you can follow us on our social media page and click on our Facebook, ABNCB OSUN. Likewise on our YouTube, you can click on ABNCB Nigeria as well. On our Twitter, you can also follow us on ABNCB OSUN. And lastly, on our Instagram, you can follow us, like, share, comment, and subscribe on ABNCB Nigeria. And for those of that are also using TikTok, you can also follow us, like, share, comment, subscribe on ABNCB Nigeria as well. My name is Kenny Afolabi. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. And I wish you a blessed and prosperous day ahead. Bye for now.